Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here from AMTV Who, and today it's a very special day for me in particular because my Doctor Who adventure is finally out there for you to enjoy. For those who don't know, I posted about this on the AMTV channel back in December, but I had the great privilege and honour of being part of a Big Finish production. I'm sure many of you know who Big Finish are. If you don't, they're an audio drama company. They specialise in audio drama. They've been doing it since the late 1990s, and ever since 1999 they've held the official licence from the BBC to make Doctor Who audio stories. So brand new adventures featuring all of the Doctors, or nearly all of the Doctors. They've been doing this for over 20 years. The stories are phenomenal. There's some that have become my all-time favourite pieces of like Doctor Who media, you know, even beyond the television show. So they do some great work. Highly recommend that you check them out. So I had the great honour of being involved in the latest box set for the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston himself. This is called Shades of Fear. It is the 4th release in the 2nd series of 9th Doctor audios, and there are 3 fantastic stories within it written by brilliant writers. You have The Colour of Terror by Lizzie Hopley, you have The Bloomin' Menace by James Kettle, and the story that I feature in, Red Darkness, by Roy Gill. Now, for anyone wondering, oh Adam, you said this is the 4th set. You know, I would argue with a lot of these 9th Doctor sets, and one thing I know Big Finish have been trying to move to a lot recently is to make standalone box sets so there's not that pressure, because, you know, they've made a lot of stuff. They've made a lot of stuff over 20 years, but I would say with this box set, you can jump straight into this. You don't necessarily have had to have listened to the other 9th Doctor sets. I recommend that you do, because they're brilliant, but you don't need that added context if you're only after one set. So I recorded this way back in November of 2021, well over a year ago. For a bit of added context as to, because I'm sure some of you are saying, Adam, how on earth did you manage to land this? Well, for anyone who's just like come to this channel via AMTV Who and not via the main AMTV channel, I am first and foremost an actor. I know I spend a lot of time with like YouTube projects and stuff, but I'm first and foremost an actor. That's what I have trained in. That's what I went to like drama school for. That's what I've worked in for the past 5-6 years. So, you know, like any actor, we're always looking for that next job. We're always looking to see, you know, are we looking for a theatre job, an audio drama job, something in film, something in television? But anyone who knows, it's an industry full of rejection. You know, you could apply for 100 things and 95 of them are probably going to come back to you saying thanks, but no thanks. But during the pandemic, that all stopped. You know, a lot of actors had no acting work and we had to find other methods of work to get by. So one thing I did, you know, I focused on YouTube and I started up a podcast, AMTV Radio. This is on the main channel. And a lot of the guests I interviewed had connections with Doctor Who. One of them, the Series 2 finale, funnily enough, was the lovely Helen Goldwyn. Now, Helen has been associated with Big Finish for many a year. She's acted in stories for them. She's done loads of directing. She's just a wonderful human being. And it was great to chat with her and about her work and such. But then, you know, as we were talking, just naturally in the conversation, it slipped that I was an actor as well. And I mentioned that I was partially sighted because I was meant to do a project that involved partial sight as like one of the cruxes of the character, if you like. So that came up in conversation. And about 6 months later, I got a phone call from Helen basically saying, hey, you know, do you want to... I've got this part who's partially sighted in an adventure for Doctor Who. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah. And then she said it was the 9th Doctor, and I was like, because the 9th Doctor, like many of my generation, he was my very first Doctor Who. He's the one who got me into the show. So the chance to work with him in studio, mind you, was just too exciting to pass up on. So, you know, I travelled down to where they record in November of 2021, met Christopher Eccleston, a lovely human being. You know, he's the most down-to-earth guy in the world. We had a great laugh with him, those of us who were in the studio. And the whole process, you know, if you've ever listened to Big Finish and on the behind the scenes, the actors say, oh, it was just so much fun. Like, it was such a straightforward day in the sense we could just have fun. There wasn't that, like, no massive sense of pressure. They're absolutely right, you know. It was my first time doing an audio drama in a studio setup like that and in the way Big Finish do it, but there was no sense of like pressure. There was no sense of like, you know, any negative vibes. It was all positive, and you know, it's an experience that if you get the chance to, I'd absolutely recommend. So the story I'm in, Red Darkness, what is it about? Well, what I'll do is I'll read you the little blurb that's on the website. It says, the sunlight from Solis Calia could revolutionise colony farming. Whilst his mother researches its properties, Callen and his seeing and talking dog Doyle meet a new arrival and discover an impending threat. The Vashta Narada are closing in, and they're not alone. Yes, I got to go up against the Vashta Narada, those monsters from Series 4 of the TV show. They appeared with David Tennant, of course, and it's just a great story. You don't believe me? Here's a snippet of it. Wow, wasn't that fantastic? What a great snippet that was. Nah, for real, I'll play you a tiny bit of the trailer. Not too much, though, because you've got to go listen to it.
Dead? I'm the Doctor, by the way. Doctor? You're from off-world?
You are unknown.
I just want to see if things are okay. I came through the woods, saw the village, everything's deserted, places abandoned.
Yes, there is danger.
What kind of danger?
There are teeth. Many teeth.
We've been out too long.
What's the hurry? What happens when it's dark?
That's when the vanishings start.
They have been here. The teeth in the night.
It was like red darkness.
So there you go. That is a bit of the trailer. So as I say, this is one story of a 3-story box set. So at the moment, you know, you can't buy these individually. You have to buy the whole box set. But I mean, I've listened already. I'm actually going through the story I'm in at the minute, which is really weird hearing your own voice play back to you in an audio drama setting. But I've listened to the other 2 stories, The Colour of Terror and The Blooming Menace, and they're good. Guys, they are good, right? You are getting your money's worth by getting this box set. Trust. So how can you get it? Well, on the Big Finish website, you have 3 options currently. You can get it as a download for £20, so you can get access to like an MP3 file, or, you know, you can get it to your phone and such. There is the CD version, which is £5 more, so you get the collector's edition CD, and you also get the download included with that as well. So if you like CDs, like physical media, I'd say it's worth it for the extra £5. And then currently, but this won't be around forever, you can get a vinyl edition of this release, which is mental. I'm on a vinyl record. That is mad. That is mad. I never thought I'd be on vinyl. But if you want that, that is at $35.99, so £36. Obviously, that's a bit more, but these are, you know, strictly limited. There's only 1,000 of these being made, as with the other sets. So if you like your vinyl, or if you've been collecting these stories on vinyl, I would get it ASAP. I don't normally, but I did pre-order a copy of this one because, you know, I had to. I had to pre-order a copy of this one. So yes, please, if you can or if you want to, head to the Big Finish website, download or buy the Shades of Fear box set, and when you've listened to it, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you thought of, not like the box set, what you thought of Red Darkness specifically, because I tell you what, the day I'm recording this, the day this is coming out, is the day the set's released, and it's very exciting, but I'm also really nervous because, you know, the Doctor Who fandom, everyone's got an opinion, which is absolutely fine. You know, I've got my own as well, but yeah, I hope, you know, I hope everyone's kind. I'm not saying you have to give it a glowing review or anything, but just if you don't like it, be constructive in your criticism. You know what I'm saying? Oh, one more thing to mention as well. If you buy any version of Shades of Fear, you get a whole hour's worth of like behind the scenes content. So interviews with like Christopher Eccleston, Helen Goldwyn, the director, interviews. There's an interview with myself towards the end of it. So, you know, you are getting that behind the scenes content as well. And I'm not just going to play any of that here because, you know, then why... I want you to grab the box set, you know, support Big Finish, support independent companies, support audio drama as well. Because in a world of, you know, loads of people I know my age listen to podcasts, and an audio drama is, well, similar, except it's more of it's a story. It's not people just chatting. It's fiction. It's a story. So I hope if this is some of you guys, if this is your first time delving into audio drama, I hope it's a good experience. I hope you enjoy yourself. But yeah, if you can and if you want to, go and download the box set. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I just wanted to make this video to announce it because I know I made it on the main channel, so maybe if you're only subscribed to this here on AMTV Who, you might not be aware of it. But yes, this was a wonderful opportunity. It was a pleasure to be a part of, to work with one of my, well, acting inspirations and heroes as well. Props to Roy Gill, the writer of Red Darkness. A lot of his Big Finish work I adore. You should go and check some of his work out as well. Helen Goldwyn, massive I mean, without Helen, if you're watching, without you, I wouldn't have been able to get involved with this project. So that makes it even more special to me that you thought of me and you got me involved. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, check out Helen's work on Big Finish, both what she starred in, what she's directed. She is phenomenal. And it's still so surreal to say that, you know, I am in Doctor Who. I am somehow now part of this 60-year history in a very, very small way. But the fact that I'm part of it is just... I'm, you know, as a fan of nearly 18 years now, I know obviously I haven't been in the fandom the longest. I mean, I'm only 26 myself, but to be a part of this legacy of this wonderful franchise, this wonderful show, that's pretty special, and I'm very, very honoured. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to AMTV Who. Your support has been phenomenal recently. I'm going to keep the videos coming as and when I can. But let me know again in the comments. Let me know what you thought of Red Darkness, the Shades of Fear box set as a whole. I want to know your thoughts. I've been Adam Martin from AMTV Who. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on our next trip in the TARDIS.